Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson looking to throw right away. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
From the 44, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. And some room to run now.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there at 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
They'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago. He makes another catch here for good yardage.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Barkley will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. To throw is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They go play action now. Jackson.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Phillips now from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The
Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second down and 7.
Watson now going to run the option right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They get the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at him.
And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go quickly here out to Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to, and if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sione Takitaki able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Stiff-armed him.
Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's got room.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here's the option going right. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Throwing now, Jackson on first down to Barkley on the check down.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack coming from Big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it would still bring up the 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Marquise Bell.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Phillips now from the end zone.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 4th down, Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Marquise Bell.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. He hits more.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Watson. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Anthony Walker up behind the line and finishing that play off.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
The 71 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Watson. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. It's Barkley on the counter. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run. Give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey, Alpha, what?
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, able to avoid him. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that